Whew, thank God we got out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
Huh. So they know each other before they're solid, and for long they found a new door. Okay.
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Like, I'm seriously, don't we have a map or something? Junpei grabbed the door handle and was about to pull on it when a cry cried out behind him. It was neither Clover nor Lois, but he recognized it. There was no doubt the voice belonged to...
Jumpy!
Huh?
He spun around. At the other end of the hall, Junpei saw human fingers running towards him. 3 of them.
June? Santa! 7!
They stopped short in front of Junpei and his companions, gasping for air.
Hey, what are you guys doing here? What? But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clovis spoke.
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
She was standing near the end of a small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she found.
Hey, on the wall. A map of the ship's interior?
Hey,
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And...
door 8.
Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
Junpei looked at the map of the ship's tier again.
Wait a sec. This leads to...
As he looked more closely, his surprise and excitement gave way to weariness.
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
One by one, the others saw what he seen. It led back to the big room, right?
We may as well go.
yeah.
As when they moved back towards the door, Junpei had only a moment ago been ready to open.
Almost forgot. We should keep this.
He pulled the map of the ship's interior off the wall and put it in his pocket and followed the others. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke without looking back at the other 5.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Sure. They nodded their silent assent. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each one of them knew where they were.
I knew it.
They were just where the map had said they would be.
Back.
Back into the room with...
In the hospital room.
Yep. In the hospital room. In the frickin' hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
Oh hey, just realized that with this door open, and I don't think it has what's it called? The red. Ace can go through it. If it does have the red, because it's not numbered. So, hey.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory. and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. He had managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's
At any
report.
rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
Smile 7 smiled with.
Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room.
Well, we found the Earth key.
Here.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Jeez. I see. So this is Jupiter.
Jupiter.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah, on it.
So, how many unused keys do we have now?
There's the Earth key we found in the laboratory. The Saturn key card we found in the kitchen. And the Jupiter key you just gave me.
So that's 3.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
We never checked
Look,
that.
you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
Alright, let's get moving. Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
Okay, to where?
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei. Open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a reason.
Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So, the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Alright, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn, alright?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Just checking. Okay.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
Just slide it down. Hey.
Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right, now how do I call the elevator?
There was a single button to the right of the elevator door.
Oh, it only has the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down.
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
Hey.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
He grinned at June and stepped towards the door. As he was about to step foot in it, he felt a hand on his arm.
Wait!
Oh my god. They had like a freaking cover.
What?
Oh my god.
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
I'm not ready for this. Junpei was at a loss. Was at something of a loss. What could she possibly be so frightened of? Junpei was probably afraid of being locked up below with the boy. They can only go down. She was afraid because the only elevator button pointed down. That meant, of course, that the elevator couldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. As he thought about it, Junpei realized he hasn't seen elevators on the A or B decks near the central staircase. All of which meant that the elevator could only convey them between the lower decks.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside.
Junpei jerked his head towards the interior of the elevator.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
You know, this could be, totally sealed off from the water. You know, it could have gone inside or something like that.
Oh, you're right. They are.
And it calls me that, like, no water was able to get in, but doesn't mean that there's still water on the other floors. She looked around the elevator, slightly embarrassed.
Well, let's test it.
Test it?
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
He pushed the E button and jumped out of the elevator. Door slid shut and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down. You know, he could have put something in there just to make sure that when doors open...
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
When doors open and if it does, water comes in, and then when you bring it up, open the door, the water comes back out. So,
okay, that's
all
done.
that.
Now I'll just press the button again.
A few moments later, the elevator has returned.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen.
Okay.
See?
Junpei couldn't resist puffing out his chest just a little bit. June, however, still looked confused.
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
E deck blocked off D deck, I guess.
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
Pulled out his notebook and pen, sketched out a rough illustration.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Junpei continued talking as he closed the notebook and slid it back into his
So
pocket.
I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right?
But...
Come on, just do it, all right?
He pushed the E button and the door began to close. Junpei looked worried, his eyes darted back and forth as if she was trying to make a decision whether when suddenly...
I'm coming with you!
Hey. Well, we're going back to novel 4 for a little bit.
Huh?
Getting tired reading.
Hey, wait!
Ah, crap. It closed.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez. It looks normal.
And then the sudden rush of water comes in. What?
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded.
Okay, she puffed up her cheeks.
Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
We'd probably die.
Oh, no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
We can climb over because it looks like there's a gap on top.
Right.
Then maybe...
Well... It looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Number
Let's
6.
check.
It's the number 6.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the 2 of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for Edek? I should take it with me.
Hey.
Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6 door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that Edek wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Yeah, even so, it's still very interesting.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking. That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
Open the door.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7? What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake was...
Killed.
Snake is...
Did...
Snake is dead. He died just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
Okay, so, how? Because you need 3 people, minimum, to open the door and get in. So, unless someone trapped him in there, or he went in by himself, or he was dumb enough to do it, to go in by himself, and no one else with him, like...
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so we can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room. The left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
Well, that means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before.
Oops, sorry about that.
Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? Where's Snake? There. June, you should stay here.
But...
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right? I'm going in.
Just like Ace said. Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Show it to us.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Okay, so, who plus 2 people together plus Snake has to equal, what, 3, right? So who else would it be?
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Yeesh.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself.
But how? Like, he will also need another person, or if Zero has, you know, the master lock or something like that.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
With Zero still on the ship with them? Well, I think so. So he can monitor everyone.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Dun dun dun! Was he one of them?
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason. And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
Yep.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important?
Snake probably found something that he should have known. Maybe.
Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
To keep track of us?
Oh, well, that's because, I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
3 o'clock.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
God dang it.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, but
We must go. We have very little time left.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
Yeah.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First, we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
And just do their thing.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes. Look!
Yeah, I'm hearing audio cuts. I'm not sure why.
Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out. Oh, so this is the bottom deck. Hey, over there.
Number
This
2.
is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
Number 9.
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Alright, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
Rude.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But,
No buts, old lady.
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
But you don't deny your grandma then.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
It's like Dave Chappelle said shit. Said in the show, like, you may not be a whore, but you are wearing a horse uniform.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
there's your motive right there. Oh.
Oh, not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through.
And I would like to save. I've not saved in a long time. Okay, we're good. No, I don't want to quit. So we got 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6. But I think we might leave this up to next time. Yeah, it is getting late. Been streaming for almost about 2 hours, almost 3 hours actually. So I think this would be a good time to end it and leave it at cliffhanger. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming out. All 0 of you, thanks. If you're on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, favorite with our friends. Check out links in the description below for all my social media links like Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, all that. And I will see you guys in my next stream or video. Power out. Yeah.